I never forget the first time the subject was broached. It was at a Gulf States Marine Fisheries Commission in Brownsville, Texas. And people began talking about the potential impacts of shrimping on sea turtle populations. And there was a broad base of fishermen at that meeting. I'll never forget some of the Louisiana fishermen jumping up and screaming, "Oh, no, no." And to be honest with you, I kind of scratched my head about it. I had done a lot of work, and I'd only seen a couple of 3 turtles in my whole career. Ralph Rayburn was at that time executive director of the Texas Shrimp Association. Ralph had been a Marine agent in the Aransas Rockport area. Ralph and I knew each other very well and worked with each other closely. In fact, he ultimately became, was with Sea Grant as extension program leader. But he came to me and says, "Gary, I know you don't want to do this." He says, "Something's going to happen. This is looking a lot worse than what people realize. I need you to get involved with TEDS." At that time, there was a turtle excluder device that NOAA had developed, and it was just huge. It weighed 70-something pounds. It was just really, people just did not want to pull something that big. Well, we didn't see a lot of turtles off of here. You got to remember that. But that doesn't mean we weren't having an impact. Ultimately, Dave Harrington had worked for University Sea Grant there for a year or two, had gone to Georgia, and over there they're catching a lot of turtles. Not the Ridley, not the endangered Ridley, but the mainly loggerheads, and there's an issue over there. And they had a device over there that was getting rid of sea turtles. And got to looking at it, and it really wasn't designed for sea turtles. It was designed for jellyfish. We catch off of here a large jellyfish called a cabbage head or cannonball, and they clog up our nets. Heck, we have people over here using those different devices. In some cases, fishermen were pulling turtle excluder devices and just didn't know it. They were pulling devices to get rid of jelly balls, but didn't realize that they might get rid of turtles. Well, how do you prove that? Dave Harrington in Georgia got a grant. They had a research vessel, Georgia Bulldog, and he called me in and says, "Gary, we put our heads together. Let's go around and talk to various fishermen and see what they're using to get rid of jelly balls, and see if they got some other ideas that might get rid of sea turtles. Let's involve the fishermen. Let's bring them in, give them some ownership." And we did that. There's still a TED grid today called the Matagorda TED. It was a jelly ball. It was a jelly ball shooter from Port O'Connor. What we did was, there was a place off in Florida, Cape Canaveral, the channel in Cape Canaveral, Florida, held these big loggerhead turtles. You could catch 40 turtles in one net one day. Nobody shrimped there. It wasn't a shrimping area, but it was a harboring area for sea turtles. So we got some grants to go in there. And ultimately what we did was, we brought fishermen from all over the Gulf and the South Atlantic and said, "Bring us your ideas." And we didn't just stop there. We brought the environmentalists aboard too, which I thought was pretty powerful. And they came. And NOAA came, NOAA Fisheries. And we pulled these various devices out there. Pull a net on one side with no device, pull a net on the other side of the vessel that had the device in it. And we were able to prove that fishermen ideas could get rid of sea turtles.